Namaste. This is your host Ramesh Lambisane for a special educational talk show in Matra Education. Today I am with Syed Nabi, the Associate Director of Webster University, USA. We'll be talking on how USA can be a good study destination to Nepalese students and how the particular university Webster he represents can be a good institute for Nepalese students. We'll be overall focused on study in USA for Nepalese students. Let's go and welcome him. Syed, you are welcome to special educational talk show of Matra Education.
Thank you, Matra, to invite me for these presentations, and I'm grateful to FICAN to arrange it. Thank you.
First of all, also let me take this opportunity to welcome you to the land of Himalayas, Nepal.
Thank you.
So let's begin with your aim to visit Nepal this time.
I personally feel that Nepal is my second home because this is my maybe 100 and plus times visit. I'm coming to Nepal since 1998. That time I was working as a head of marketing for UK university. But recently I have since 2015 I am with Webster, and in a year 2 to 3 times I usually visit Nepal.
Now, for this time you are here to promote one US university, that's Webster University.
Yes.
So how do you introduce this particular university to Nepalese students?
Webster is a brand name which the Nepali students very much familiar because we have a big number of Nepali students studying in our US campus. Previously we have a Thai campus also. There is quite a lot of Nepali students come to our Thai campus also and USA campus. So it's a brand which is, as I have mentioned, that is very much familiar to the Nepali students. So I don't need to tell about Webster because the students knows about Webster. So whenever you ask any Nepali students where you wanted to go to US, they say Webster.
So you mean to say that Nepalese students are very much familiar with Webster University?
So I don't need to introduce because introduce will be very less for Webster because the people knows about Webster.
While talking about international study, Nepalese students, they prefer to study in USA, but there are many questions like how can USA be a good destination for Nepalese students? What do you say?
As you know, if you compare with the education system in all over the world, US is one of the favorite destination for most of the students, the first choice I can say. And there is is a land of opportunity, as you know. After when you go for study, the quality of the educations, and after complete your study, the opportunity of the people. So, and after finish your study, even you get the world is open for you. You can have, because the degree you will achieve. End of the day, what the degree will achieve, it will introduce as a open world. So you can go anywhere, any part of the world. That's the reason the students wanted to go to USA as a first choice.
After deciding to study in US, why should one Nepali student choose Webster University in particular among many others?
As I have mentioned that the brand value which we have created last 15 years in Nepal, so they are very much familiar about Webster. And second is that they have already some Nepali students, so they also recommended. They also know how the university is, what sort of life when they go the university life, what sort of facilities they have. And for the Nepali students, we give a very big good scholarships for the students on base of their qualification background. So these are the reason basically the Nepali students they choose Webster.
What courses are you offering in Webster and how are these courses special for Nepalese students?
Most of the general programs we have offered, we have almost 150 undergraduate programs, and the Nepali student, what sort of program they have, they like all sort of programs we have. Like I have met with few students, they wanted to go for a music, be a bachelor's of music studies. We have music studies. So as I mentioned that we know what the Nepali student wanted, and the programs what we have, which would match with the Nepali students as per their requirements.
So while talking about international study, fee structure is very important. What about the fee structure and scholarship opportunities available in your university?
As I told before also, Webster is a brand not only in Nepal, all over the world, as a private university. The fees, whenever anybody go to the website, they can maybe feel that it's not very competitive price, or for some of the students maybe will feel it's not for him or her. But every students as I told you that we have an offer that they get scholarships on base of their academic background and the IELTS or the English requirements what they have fulfilled, and the scholarship is quite high, and which any students we personally feel that they can afford, and they can continue study for their future success.
When students they study abroad, they dream not only for getting an internationally valid degree, but also they think about their career opportunities after they study. So what about after study work opportunity there?
You are meaning in
USA, yeah.
I'm not an immigration advisor. I'm a person who do marketing for the university.
But you have a long experience in this field, so I'm asking you.
Yes, when they complete the study, it's subject to complete the study, the world is open for them. When they complete the study from Webster, the world is open for them. They can go any part of the world, and the future is waiting for them. That much I can say.
So what about the visa chances? Many Nepalese students, they say that, yeah, I definitely want to study in US, but I'm worried about the visa chances. So what do you think? What your experience says? What about the visa chances in US?
My answer will be the same, and maybe your question will be the same again. As I'm not an immigration advisor, I cannot give the guidelines of the visa procedures and everything, but I can, from my, as you have earlier mentioned that from your experience, the main thing that when the students, sort of course they have choose, it should be matched with their background of the study. So suppose the students, if they wanted to apply for the bachelor's degree, it depends what they finish their 10+2, and when they apply for the master's degree, what they completed from their bachelor's degree, and also it also depends the last degrees, what sort of percentage they have gained, and also it is very important what sort of English requirements they have fulfilled. If they have IELTS, or if they have TOEFL, or they have GRE or GMAT, it depends on the students' background. On base of the background, when they choose the program, that is one of the main factor. And second factor is finance. So they have to financially sound, because as you know, US is not cheap. So any part of the world, when you go as an international student, is not compared to the in Nepali currency. It's not. It's expensive. So the finance need to be fulfill the requirements for the students, that they can make happy to the immigration officer that yes, the students is quite enough capable, and their background of study is very good, and I'm pretty much sure these are the requirements, and they have some other requirements also. As when they talk to the students, they can find out. As I told you, I'm not able. So these are the things when you talk to the students, those who've already faced the visa, what sort of question they ask, or when they face visa, what sort of guidelines the students get ready. That when you speak to the student, you can find out that how it worked out. So that on base of that, we can give you some ideas. But naturally, my idea will be not 100%, because we never knows what sort of question they will ask. Thank you.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, Webster has been a good brand for Nepalese students since many years. So you might have seen many students studying, or someone who has already completed their study. What about the lifestyle of Nepalese people, Nepalese students there who have completed their study?
We have a big alumni in Nepal. We Webster arranged a very big program recent year for the Nepali students. As I told you, there is a big Nepali students studied from us and continuing their study. And when they come back to Nepal, most of them they're working in a big multinational companies, big NGOs. So from them only you can realize that yes, after completing their studies, they achieve something, and the future, the bright future they are waiting, and some of them already doing it. So when we have this sort of program, I always invite to my colleagues who are basically representing Webster that come and attend the programs. So, and you can see that our ex-students, how they're doing.
At last, so what do you want to say to the prospective Nepali students, their parents, or even the consultancies who are working in this sector? For students, my informations or my suggestion will be one type. For parents, there will be different type. Okay.
And for agents will be different type, because it can be a same message for everybody. But for the students, I always tell, work hard, get ready. To go to a foreign is not like before, 10 years before. So you have to get ready. Your education background should be very good. You have to get ready for your English proficiency test, your finance, and we'll tell to parents also. The parents always wish that kids, every parents have wished that my kids get success. So I always wish the parents that, as per your affordability, you make your kids understand that you have to choose this country which I can afford, and you can study there. And for agent point of view, I always recommended the agents that as an advisor, because you will be like a guardian to them. So I always refer to the representative or the agents, whatever, or the ambassador of the university and colleges, that try to give the honest suggestions which will make their life easy and achieve their goal.
Thank you very much, Syed, for your time and this conversation. I wish you a wonderful stay here in Nepal.
Thank you so much.